Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is AleksVargo. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please check out the description under this video or reach out to me on any social media. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and tap the bell and you'll be the first to know everything going on in the Twin Flame Collective and what I have to say about it. So let's get into this. So today we're doing a reading, the Divine Masculine towards the Divine Feminine towards the Divine Masculine, and the Divine Masculine towards the Karmic. And I've laid these cards out and I am not exactly sure what it all means, but so you let me know in the comments. But we're gonna start channeling it and see what happens. Okay, so the first card Divine Masculine has is the Three of Wands, and we have seen this quite a bit during this week, and surprise, surprise, it's in the Divine Masculine's reading, it's in the Divine Feminine's reading, and it's in the Karmic space in the Divine Masculine's reading towards the Karmic. So this is a card of making decisions, okay? And like a decision's been made. And the Two of Wands, we have a choice to make. The Three of Wands is a decision has been made, right? And so we're basically waiting for a ship to come in, or we're waiting for that opportunity to act, okay? Just waiting for that, the opportunity to act, the ship to come in. And a decision has been made. So this is the Divine Masculine's overall and most significant energy towards the Divine Feminine today. So he is waiting for an opportunity with her, okay? Or it could be in general. Sometimes these are general meetings. And so we have the Divine Feminine towards the Divine Masculine in his spread, and she's coming in with the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about 222 on the clock. This is all about building and teamwork. Typically in relationship and love meetings, it can mean like she's getting to know him better, or she wants to get to know him better, and she'd like to work on things with him, okay? In their difficulties, we have the Devil. So obviously this is all about earthly things, and when it's in the difficulty section, it can mean, you know, any problem with earthly things, from addiction to any kind of abuse, you know, jealousy, any of it, ego. So they've been having some trouble with something with that. So you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know in the comments, okay? In their similarities, we have the Three of Swords. So we have a lot of threes today, okay? So I feel like, because they have the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords right here. And this is this can be a card of divorce. This can be a card of betrayal. Normally it's heartbreak, breakups, you know. So we have threes. So I'm thinking, you know, we're talking a lot about third party situations for sure in this. And so they are both feeling this way. Either they're both dealing with a breakup, or they're both dealing with a divorce, or they're both dealing with a third party situation, and they're just in heartache and devastation about it, okay? In the Divine Masculine's emotions, we have the Sun. And the Sun is, you know, it's like the most pure joy. It's that feeling. It's like enlightenment, you know, the biggest amount of joy. So that's how he feels towards the Divine Feminine. Now, this is also a Leo card, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. In the physical, we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? And so this guy is a loyal, stable, and committed guy. He's going to come forward with, you know, a loyal, stable, and committed offer of some kind of date or let's be together, or a gift or something of that nature. But this is a kind of a slow moving knight. You know, he takes things slow, he thinks slow, he's very careful and measured, but loyal, stable, and committed nonetheless. So this is in his physical 3D world. So, you know, something of this kind is coming forward in the physical 3D world. In his emotions towards the divine feminine, we have the Empress. Thank God, right? The Empress is the divine feminine in the twin flame union. She's the feminine energy in the twin flame union. So she is the queen of all the queens. So she is the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. What did I forget? Queen of Pentacles, definitely, for sure. So she's an embodiment of all of these queens. So she's the queen of all queens. She's a mother of all mothers. She's beautiful, very abundant, and she gets what she wants. Okay. So in his emotions, he sees the divine, he feels for the divine feminine, as the divine feminine, okay? Or this is his thoughts. So divine feminine, he thinks and knows. He thinks and knows you're the divine feminine. And he feels about that, okay? And it could be the Leo. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So in his overall an outcome, he is thinking about leaving the past behind, starting over. You see this big old massive cups, right? He's just leaving the past behind him. He's leaving the mask behind him, and he's moving forward to this light. Okay, so we have a decision's been made. You know, he's gonna leave the past behind. And in his physical 3D world, he's going to be moving forward with some kind of loyal, stable, and committed offer. He just has to, you know, get past this heartbreak or whatever the third party thing is going on right now in his energy, so that he can leave this behind and come forward with a loyal, stable, and committed offer towards you, divine feminine. So in the divine feminine space, we have the Tower. So the Tower can mean anything from surprise, it's your birthday, to surprise, your life is shook, right? So the very foundation of everything you thought is no longer the case, right? So it's when you're walking around going, but I thought, no, you thought wrong. Okay, so this is a big collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, this can be her overall energy, right? And then it could be something what she wants. So it could be that she just wants to completely, because this card's also about, this is his outcome is about leaving the past behind, right? And so it could be she just wants to tear everything down and start anew too, right? So this is about leaving the past behind and starting anew. And this can be about wanting to tear everything down and rebuilding anew. Okay, very interesting. That's why you got a channel, because I didn't get that. Okay, so in his overall feelings or wants section, the divine masculine in the divine feminine's reading is coming in as missed opportunity. You see this rainbow right here with this cup. It's coming into the cup, and then she's not even seeing it, and she's got these other cups. He's just not he's not even looking right now. You know, he's not seeing this opportunity. You know, he could be a little bit bored. You know, his mind could be on other things, and he's just not looking this way at the moment. In their difficulties, they have the High Priestess. So this could be about being confused, or, you know, it's about being confused about your emotions and not knowing if it's like, is this what I'm feeling true? Or is this my intuition? You know, when you first kind of start working on this and wake up or have your awakening, you can be confused. You can be confused if it's your ego and something you just want, right? Or is this my intuition? Is this inspired divine thought? Or is it just something I want? Is it divine, or is it my ego? Is it divine, or is it my ego? Okay, so it's okay. That's why we have to channel. Okay, so we're having some problems with, you know, our intuition and seeing the difference between our feelings. Okay, so in their similarities, we have the Fool. So they both want an innocent new beginning. Duh. So we have her coming in as the Tower. We have him coming in as Lady of Cups and wanting to leave the past behind. So they both want this innocent new beginning and take the leap of faith and, you know, just start this journey, right? In the Divine Feminine's overall and most significant feelings towards the Divine Masculine, we have the Six of Wands. So this is all about victory. It's all about public declaration. So in her emotions, she's like, he's the man. He's the one. He's the one. I'm going to tell everybody everything about. He's my victory. He's my trophy husband. He's my trophy partner. He's my trophy boyfriend. You know, that he's the victory. He's the, you know, where the public declarations are going to come from in her emotions. So she just thinks, you know, he's the trophy significant other. Okay. In her physical 3D world, we have the Temperance. So the Temperance is all about balancing out opposites. You see the sun is here and the moon is here. It's also a guardian angel card. Okay, so, and it can be a twin flame union card. So she's like going through, she's trying to balance some things out in her 3D world, you know, blending the hot and the cold, the feminine and the masculine aspects of herself, and just, you know, trying to temper everything out, get some balance. And also, this is, if we see a few readings ago, was it a few readings ago? No. So it could be a guardian angel coming in to help with this love, okay? So when she's thinking, we have the Three of Wands, right? So the Divine Masculine came in his reading as wanting an opportunity in the ship to come in. The Divine Feminine is thinking about making a decision and thinking about her opportunity to act, and waiting for that ship to come in. So this was in his wants and overall energy in his reading. This is in her mental space and how she's thinking in her reading. So also there's a warning with this card, right, where it's like three's a crowd. So you have these two wands, and then we have this other little wand over here, and you have to be careful about who you tell everything to, because good or bad, right or wrong, whoever you're gossiping with or sharing your feelings with, they get what's the word, invested in wherever you are in that stage of it. And then good or bad, like if they want you to be together and you're happy about it, or if you're unhappy and you know, they just get stuck there, and then you're having to answer to them the rest of the time. Okay, but she's just thinking about her opportunities, her ship coming in, and when the perfect timing is for that as well. Okay. And then, funny enough, the outcome over here is the Knight of Pentacles. So that was where, in his physical 3D world, he's like, I'm gonna make an offer. I'm gonna make a loyal, stable, and committed offer. Well, guess what? The outcome for the Divine Feminine is a loyal, stable, and committed offer from the slow-moving Knight. So, yay! Yay! Right? So in the Divine Masculines, energy towards the Karmic, we have the Magician. So, you know, in this state, the Magician is the embodiment of all the aces, right? So he uses the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, Wands, Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles to alchemize and bring everything in. So he uses all of his resources to get what he wants and bring everything in. Now, he can also be, he's a magician, right? He can be a little bit tricky, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me get through the reading, and you can decide if he's alchemizing everything in towards the Karmic or if he's being tricky, okay? So surprise, surprise, the Karmic is coming in as the Three of Wands in this reading. So what do we have? This is her overall energy in the Divine Masculine's readings towards her. So she's showing up as the Three of Wands. The Divine Feminine is thinking like the Three of Wands in her reading, and then the Divine Masculine is showing up in his own reading towards the Divine Feminine in his wants and overall energy. So this is wants overall energy with the Karmic, wants and overall energy with the Divine Masculine, and this is a mental state in the Divine Feminine, right? So all of them have made a decision. All of them are waiting for a ship to come in. Come on. Okay, so they're all in that space. And in the karmic space, I'm feeling like she knows what the Divine Masculine decision was, and maybe she's made some too, right? Everybody gets to make them, but I think she overall knows or wants someone to make a decision, right? Because that can be a wants section. It can be overall energy or wants. So either she wants to make a decision, or she wants him to make a decision, or she knows, or she has made one, okay? In their differences, they've had some issues with kind of like social climbing, winning at all costs. This is a Chariot, right? So this is like winning at all costs, by any means necessary. So it can be about, you know, one-upping each other, right? Like making each other look bad in public, one-upping each other, you know, that kind of thing. Like where you have to always get the last word, the last zinger. You know, it can be about climbing that ladder. It can be about people working and being so focused on, you know, the climb, yet things get forgotten, okay? So in their similarities, they have the sun, like, so it's in their similarities, and it's in his emotions towards the Divine Feminine. So if your Divine Feminine happens to be a Leo, it could be that the Karmic knows where the decision has made and it's towards the Leo. Or it could be that, you know, at this moment in time, they are happy with each other and they are kind of in this state of experiencing joy, especially if somebody's been working really, really hard. I mean, you know, to the point where it's like hurt the relationship, they could be experiencing some joy because eventually you reap the benefits of your labor, right? Like the money comes in, you get to do things, you know. So in his emotions, he has the Four of Cups, right? So this is in his emotions. So this is this card again, right? It's the same one where he came in as his overall energy towards the divine feminine. This was his wants or overall energy where he's not even looking at the relationship, right? So it could be he's working so hard, but he's just emotionally not available towards the karmic, for sure, right? Definitely feeling it towards the divine feminine, but you know, it looks like he doesn't even want to look at this, or he's looking at her as a missed opportunity as well, or bored, you know. So in the physical 3D world, we have strength. Strength is also a Leo card. Just so there's a double Leo clarification here. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't in this particular reading. I know I didn't put yesterday's up, but I will put today's up so you can see the spread on Instagram, because I know I don't show them in the videos anymore. So I'll post them on Instagram, hopefully tonight for you. And then you can just kind of see how it all lays out and you can decide what you think, okay? So in the physical 3D world, we have strength. So this is all about courage. This is all about inner strength. This is all about, you see how she's controlling this lion. There's no like whip or anything like that. She's controlling with love, right? Controlling without controlling. So yeah, that's what this is about. And it's about building up courage, okay? So mentally, in the divine masculines, feelings, overall most significant feelings towards a karmic, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this can be about financial problems, but normally it's seen as being left out in the cold, being blocked, being, you know, somebody not talking, being in separation. We do see that he's in heartbreak here. So the odds of people breaking up or getting a divorce, I would say, is pretty high, right? And then in the outcome, we have the Five of Swords. So this is a card of defeat. This is a card of nobody wins, or, you know, you win, but you look bad in winning. And for some people, it's also an infidelity card. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, definitely in this spread, we see like he's alchemizing things in. We've had trouble, you know, climbing that corporate ladder, and, you know, people neglecting things for the climb. The karmic wants a decision made or is waiting for a ship to come in. They're both kind of happy, yet, and they're being, I guess, kind and loving in the 3D. Like if you looked at them, they would be kind and loving to each other and happy, but emotionally, it's not what's going on, okay? There's some there's some betrayal here and defeat, and you know, emotionally the masculine is not looking at it or dealing with it, and mentally he feels, you know, out in the cold, you know, blocked, whatever, okay? So take what, let me know in the comments, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So we have some overall messages from the divine masculine towards the karmic. And so we have hostile. I don't want to play this game with you anymore. So obviously, like, we can see, like, there's some fighting. In actuality, there's some fighting going on here, right? Warmth. I miss you and your warmth. So it could be very well the divine masculine is out of the house, blocked, whatever. You know, we have his energy. This can be a card of divorce, breakup. He does feel defeated, and he does feel left in the cold. So he might just be missing something. We have my hands are tied, codependent. So there's some codependency in this relationship. You know, definitely over here, that energy was showing up, right? So it could be problems with addiction. It could be, you know, problems with people having boundaries. That's usually a codependent problem. And when, you know, they'll throw out any jacked up thing to say to get somebody to either react or stay, right? So using the kids against you, using illness against you, using pregnancy, whatever they can say to push your buttons to get you to do what you want. That's what this is. So I don't know if I'm as strong as you think I am. So, you know, he has the strength card coming in the physical 3D world. So it could be he's projecting that he's strong. Like, see, this is the projection of strength, but really he's like, So he could just be like, I don't think I'm strong enough to do this. I don't think I'm strong enough to go one more round. And then he has, I'm really just busy working. So we do have the Chariot, right? And so this is about, in their reading, it's about the climb, right? And working really hard. And so he's like, I'm working to have all these things, Karmic. Don't you understand? Like, I'm working. So they're obviously having some fights over how much he's working, right? And, ooh. And then we have stress. I'm under so much pressure. So yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. So he's working, right? We have stress. We have work. Whoopsie. In the difficulty section, it's really about working in the climb. You know, and he's feeling defeated. He's feeling defeated and left out in the cold here, okay? And he just doesn't have the strength to do it anymore with the codependency issues. He's sick of the hostility. But he does miss her, you know? So let's move on to the messages. So the Divine Feminine's overall most significant feelings towards the Divine Masculine. I'm sorry, I hide my emotions. So it could be like that he's with a Karmic. She can't, like, as much as she wants to scream to the heavens that he's awesome and da-da-da-da and trophy this and yay, 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 she can't. He's with someone, right? He's with someone. You're better off without me. So it could be, you know, she could be, she's having a tower moment, and in their similarities, they have the Three of Swords, the heartbreak. So it could be that she's like, maybe you should just deal with the karmic right now. Deal with whatever you have to deal with at this time. Okay? Because I'm working on my issues. Like, she has her own issues, obviously. You know, there are similarities. There's some heartbreak, right, for both of them. And she's coming in having some sort of surprise tower moment and trying to probably rebuild her life, maybe, you know. I promise I'll fix everything. So that could be some of what the tower part is. Could be that, you know, I'm hiding my emotions right now. I'm working on my issues. I'm going to come back to you. You know, we're going to have this new beginning. I decided, right? You're my trophy human. just let me get my stuff together and balance this out, right? And we'll start anew. We'll start all over again. And we'll be loyal, stable, and committed. We'll, you know, so you will be my spouse. Okay. All right. So just let me get my crap together and we'll be together. Okay. And then I need the courage to reach out. So she needs the courage to speak to him. He's obviously with somebody. It might not be appropriate. She's in a goofy place herself, you know. And then with these oracle cards or these message cards, the energies can flip. So if you feel like this is more of a divine masculine reading towards the divine feminine, or divine, you know, you can flip it. It's take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And with these, oh, I'll show you. With these cards, Bridget Rao, I love her. She's a genius. So whenever they each have like a half rose, so whenever they click up, I always take it as a extra confirmation when they make a rose. Okay, so these two are like, I'm sorry I hide my emotions, you're better off without me. Okay, so those were the two that clicked up and actually made a rose. So whether it's when I asked for the energy, it was the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. But if you think it's more of a divine masculine towards the divine feminine energy, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. So 31:31 on the clock when I said that. So we have his situations. So these are messages from the divine masculine towards the divine feminine. And we've had this one we've had before, right? When I said it was over, I don't know, WTF, I was thinking. So he doesn't know what the frick he was thinking when he told you it was over, right? I spend a lot of time alone in my car thinking about you. So that's a great way for spirit to work and divine intervention to work, right? Because you have the music on, or you have podcasts on, or whatever you're doing while you're driving. You could be traveling to certain places, and all the synchronicities get thrown in, the messages, the songs, the names, the places, the numbers. There's a lot of ways for spirit to work in that. I check on you every chance I get. So, you know, he's checking up on you. So you might be asking your friends, your family, how you're doing, checking your social media, checking with people at work, seeing if you're okay. It doesn't feel right without you. So if you've been in separation, or there's been some silence, or you haven't gotten to be around each other as much as you used to, just know he feels funny and he doesn't feel stable. He doesn't feel comfortable without you in his life. Okay. Here we go. I need you in my life, right? So he's going to come forward that loyal, stable, and committed offer. As the Knight of Pentacles, right? And we have over here, you will be my spouse, right? You will be my spouse, okay? You definitely want to be spouses with that knight, for sure. He's a good one. I don't know why I didn't learn the first time, because I really don't want to be without you. Okay, so he has a lot of nice things to say towards the divine feminine today. So if you guys have had a few rounds, or if there was a time, like if it's been years and you've been back and forth, or a year and you've been back and forth, or months and you've been back and forth, or there's been a couple of opportunities for you to get together, just know he doesn't know why he cut it off, right? So he might have said it was over to you, right? Or he might not have. He might have just ghosted you out, stopped talking, not answered your messages, and you're just like, okay. So just know he thought that was not a good move, okay? So that's what I have for you guys today. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know if it does resonate in the comments and what this means to you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and have a great day, everybody.